Good morning. Welcome to Mama Sue's Kitchen. I hope y'all are having a great day today. It's kind of early here, but I'm going to put a recipe that's in my Volume 2 cookbook in the crock pot that will cook on low all day long, so I wanted to show you how I'm doing it. Now, if you have my Volume 2 cookbook, this is on page 21, and it's called Crockpot Country Style Pork Ribs. It's very easy to do, and I have everything set up right here. Now, I want to tell you that I have ordered some new equipment, and it's not here yet, so y'all bear with me. I realize that some of you don't like the way I'm videoing now, but I have to do it this way for YouTube. But the new equipment should help because we're going to be able to show you me cooking and up front. So today, Harold is just going to adjust the camera, and I'm going to talk you through what we're doing. So Harold, if you will put the camera on the food, and I'll tell you when I can see, and that looks good right there. I'm going to put the crock pot over to the side. And for this barbecue sauce, it is, well, I closed my cookbook. Okay, we're going to start off with 1/4 cup of brown sugar. All right, 1/4 cup of brown sugar. I'm going to put 1 tablespoon of chili powder. I love these measuring spoons because you can put them right down in these spices. And if you would like to order some and you don't have them, go to my website, MamaSue'sSouthernKitchen.com, and go to my favorite things, and I have it linked to where the things that I really like and use are there. Okay, now I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of salt. There's 1, and there's 2, and 1 teaspoon of pepper. This is another one of my little gadgets that I really like that is at the same spot under my favorite things, or things that are my favorite. Okay, now we're going to put 2 cups of ketchup. Now I've already measured out 1 cup. Okay, made a mess, but that's life, isn't it? Okay, now I'm going to put another cup in here. You know, if you didn't want to make your own barbecue sauce, you could just use bought. But I think if you make this one time, you're going to love it. All right, so this is the 2nd cup of ketchup. Then, to that, you're going to add 1/2 cup of apple cider vinegar. And 1/4 cup, excuse me, 1/4 cup of mustard, yellow mustard. Okay. Now, we've got the brown sugar, the chili powder, salt, pepper, ketchup, apple cider vinegar, mustard, and the last thing is 1/4 cup of Worcestershire sauce. I love Worcestershire sauce. Okay. And then I'm going to whisk this all together. And I rinse these off. These are my pork ribs. And I'm going to put those in my crock pot. You know, you could get a bigger pack, but I'm just cooking for the two of us. And this is a lot. Let me rinse my hands. All right. And the last thing that I do, I have a liner in my crock pot. If you've never bought those liners, it makes cleanup so much better. So I'm just going to pour that over. And it's covered. Covered these. I will. Okay, good job. All right, now I'm just going to put my lid on it. And the next thing I'm going to do is plug it in on low. And I'm going to cook it for 8 hours. Then when I do that, I will come back and there's one other little step that we're going to do that only takes a few minutes. But I'll see you in 8 hours. Okay, welcome back. The country style pork ribs cooked on low for 7 hours. And Harold and I had been gone, and when we came back in, they smelled so good, and they were completely tender then. So it wasn't time to eat, but Harold got him a couple and ate before we even finished them. But I'm going to show you, this is what it looks like coming out of the crock pot, but I put my oven on broil. And the recipe in my book says to broil, it says for 5 or 10 minutes or until they begin to brown. So I'm going to put them in. And I don't think it's going to take, I don't think it'll take 5 to 10 minutes because, you know, I turned it on that it hasn't beeped that it is hot enough, but the broiler is red, so I'm just going to leave it in there for just a little bit and going to take it out. And this is just an easy recipe. You saw how easy it was. I just mixed some barbecue sauce together and put my pork ribs in there. Let them cook. It says on low for 8 to 9 hours. But I didn't have a lot in there, and they were just falling apart when Harold got his out. So there's some good recipes in Volume 2, just like Volume 1. If you haven't gotten one, you need to get it. But anyway, I've had several people want to know about Blake. He is still in the hospital and doing much better. I'm praying that this is the week he gets to come home. He's been there over 40 days. And he had several little complications, but he looks very good today in the pictures that they've sent. And I feel real good up until late afternoon. And when it's late afternoon, Harold will say, "You're done, aren't you?" And I'll say, "Yep, I'm done." I get in the recliner and just rest. because that's when I get real tired. But let me peep at these. I don't think they like a lot, but I've got my pot holders ready, and I'm going to take them out, and we're going to show them to you. And I have some potato salad, and that's all we're going to have tonight is just some pork ribs, barbecue pork ribs, and potato salad, and some rolls. And that's going to be our supper. Let me see. I think this is going to be perfect. Okay, Harold, can you lower the, just push it up. Okay. All right. Okay, that's good. Thank you so much. And we're going to have this video and worked out before you know it. But let me tell you what you can do if you're looking at it with the phone. Instead of holding your phone like you're looking at it, turn it to the side. And I'm on the whole picture that way. So anyway, I just want to remind you that Jesus loves you. And I want you to be salt and light. You know, there's so many people that are hurting, that are depressed. We don't know what other people are going through. So they may just need a smile. They may need a hug just to tell them you love them. But more than that, Jesus loves you. Be salt and light and let others see Jesus in you. I'll be back.